window is open all day, every day. Was when I was in insurance, still is today. So many leads to pour in just by inboxing and tagging and being active in groups, utilizing social media.
Let me tell you something real quick there too. And so again, going to becoming the CEO of your company, right? The CEO of your company, a CEO is always looking for ways to grow. And so as the CEO of my company, I'm thinking, okay, there's 1 billion people that use this, right? Or maybe it's even a younger social media, like take Snapchat. We don't use Snapchat, we don't teach it. But the mindset, my mindset is, I wonder if we could. It's not, no, it's only for 12-year-old girls, but it's, there's 20 million users on that, there's 1 million on Facebook. How could I use that platform for my business? That's the mindset, that's the thought process. Maybe you can't, maybe you can, but you've got to be open to trying to figure that out, not shut off to the fact of, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, even though I haven't been getting the results that I wanted.
Which 60% of you guys already indicated that you're not. So we have to do something. Maybe it's not this. Maybe social media is not for you. Maybe it's not the way that you grow your business. But definitely something's got to give if we're going to increase our goals, and we didn't hit the goals we set initially in the first place. So social media, talking about rearranging your thinking and how you think of things. So a lot of times we think of this as this platform to share pictures and take pictures of our food and selfies, check-in places, talk with family and friends. But what you should really think of social media as is this artificial intelligence giant, because that's really what it is. What Facebook does is they track every comment that you ever make, every status update that you've ever written, every message that you send is tracked, every comment you've liked, that you've shared, every page that you've liked, every website that you visit, everywhere that you check in, all of this information is tracked. They know what you and your friends talk about. They know what your friends do for a living. They know what you do for a living. They know whether you rent or own. They know how much money you make. They know your relationship status. They know everything about you. And what they do is they make that available to marketers. Once they went public, obviously the people that they make their money from and they depend on are people like myself and Jonathan and other marketers who are using social media and spending money from that intelligence. So they make it available, and it's now the most widely used and most effective medium that you can spend money on. The least expensive and the biggest bang for your buck when it comes to marketing is going to be on Facebook right now.
And here's what most people think of Facebook. And it's probably most of you in this room, right? That Facebook is awesome, and it's this billion-dollar company because it connects Aunt Edna with Uncle Rico. And that's all well and good, and it's awesome, right? But Facebook is a billion-dollar company because of the amount of data that they've collected since 2008. It rivals Google, right? They know, just like Sean said, they know where I eat, sleep, the parks I take my daughters to. That information is extremely valuable to business owners. That's why it's a billion-dollar company. That's why they went public. As a business owner, you want to know that data. You want to be able to get your information in front of your ideal client. Instead of sending a 4,000 person mailer and maybe only 500 of those people are your ideal client, you just wasted a lot of money doing that. So that data allows you to get in front of your ideal client, spend your marketing dollars efficiently straight to them.
Right. And when I look at social media, when I look at every post, it's like a mailer. Every post that I put out is like a mailer. So you could canvass a 10,000, unit neighborhood, 10,000 residents in a neighborhood with a mailer and send them out a renter's postcard if it's apartments or a homeowner's postcard. And that's fantastic, but it's a very generalized message, and that's what attributes to the low rate of return and the low response rate on direct mail, mass mailing pieces like that, because it just doesn't speak to the consumer. But if I could write a piece of mail that knew that this person just bought a boat, or this person just got married, or this person's getting divorced, and this person's doing this, I knew exactly what was going on in their life, and I could write an individual piece of mail to them, I bet your response rate would be triple, if not quadruple. And that's what you're able to do with Facebook. It's just in a digital form. Instead of them checking their mailbox, they're going to check it in their newsfeed. That's how they're going to get your mail every single day. And how much would it cost you to send 10,000 pieces of mail every single day? A lot of money. So what all this does is it creates an edge rank score. Every time that we post, we have an edge rank score. And so I won't get too deep into it, but every profile and every post has a score. And that's what determines your position in the newsfeed.
How many of you know Google SEO, search engine optimization? You know what that is? Okay, that's what edge rank. Edge rank for Facebook is SEO, Google SEO.
Right, it determines your position in the timeline. You guys probably have hundreds, if not thousands, some of you friends in your personal page. But you probably see the same handful of people, right? But you're wondering where these other people go. There's a little right sidebar. And the reason that Facebook determines who goes where and what you see is everybody's default setting on their timeline is going to be to most popular. And what that means is what score, which post has the highest edge rate score based on engagement. So some of the things that we teach and some of the strategies is how to get your post in front of more people more often. If you post it on your business page, those of you that do, and you've wondered why you've only got 1 or 2 likes and only 30 people saw it, it's because your edge rank score is really low. And Facebook isn't finding that information to be very valuable to the users, and so they don't put it in the timeline. So what we try to help you do is get your post in the timeline more often so that you get your message in front of people that want to see it and get them engaged with your page. Anything on that?
And we're not talking about, hey, I just saved the family $500 on their annual insurance. Give me a call, right? That's the stuff that people just continue to scroll. They don't want to hear it. That's not the way to use organic Facebook. And when we say organic Facebook, we're talking about your personal page. You should be engaging on a level that's adding value and bringing something to the table instead of talking about how much money you just saved this person or anything like that. You want to share success stories, things that go on in your agency, but you really want to really be effective at it and begin to share life. So people know that they're doing business with you, not necessarily farmers or what have you. That when they think of you, they think insurance. When they think of insurance, they think of you. But oh, by the way, Mary over here is a soccer mom and a philanthropist, and she volunteers over here. They really get to know you, and that's how you begin to attract people that are like you, right? Most of us here, unless you don't like yourself, would like to fill your book of business with people that are similar to you, right? When I was building my book of business, I wanted people in my age range, 30 to 50, right? Who had a family, had some assets, maybe a few toys, had some kids to protect. I didn't want to fill my book with people that wanted to come in, sit down, and ask me about co-insurance, right? To ask me why their policy went up 3% when they had no claims. Well, man, you gotta understand that in 2011, there was a huge, nationwide, there were tsunamis and everything. And here's reinsurance. And this is what, you don't want those kind of clients. And so you're able to put people who are like you into your book of business, but also do business, right? Attracting those real estate agents, those mortgage bankers who are like you. We had an agent in Las Vegas. He's like, well, you should see some of the stuff I post on Facebook. I really don't want people seeing that. And I'm like, why not? Would you rather do business with real estate agents maybe that like to party like you do, or mortgage bankers, people that are like you? Or would you rather do business with people that on the surface really aren't going to like you? And so it was like, that really makes sense. I said there's plenty of realtors out there that would love to go spend Sunday at Mariah Bay with you and have a few cocktails and go gambling. And so that's the whole point. Attracting and doing business with people that share your interests, that believe what you believe, right? Same as putting people into your book of business. You don't want to do business with everybody, right? That's not a good way to do a book of business. And again, you're coming from a position of lack. The best thing for you to be able to do is to say, look, I appreciate your interest in my agency, but it's just not going to be a good fit. Well, what do you mean it's just not going to be a good fit? I mean, that's a pretty neat place to be if you can operate that way as an agency owner.
So one of the other things that we teach and that we preach and practice in our own business and that you guys really need to adopt, if you don't take anything else from us today, take this. Video is huge. If you've ever logged in your timeline or if you have Facebook on your phone, you can log in right now, and I promise you one of the top 5 posts is going to be a video. Video is taking over the timeline. So it's a huge, and they're in a heated race against Google, or against, Google and YouTube on video plays. They're racing for position on who can get the most video plays. Facebook actually surpassed YouTube in desktop video plays in 2014. So they are giving preferential treatment to those who are posting videos. They're giving that higher edge rank score when you post a video and keeping it in the timeline so you're able to get your message out there in front of more people. Because Facebook knows that their user base is going to be engaged more with the video than just you writing a one-liner on your status update talking about the fact that you're grumpy or it's hot or it's humid or whatever the case may be. So they have to keep users in the timeline. The longer they can keep you in the timeline, which, by the way, does anybody know how long the average user spends on Facebook a day? How many hours a day? 3.5 to 4 hours a day. The average user spends 3.5 to 4 hours a day. Yes, a day. So what they need to do is they need to keep those users in the timeline and logged in more often, because the longer you're logged in, the more ads they can serve. The more ads they serve, the more clicks happen, the more they make. So they're constantly changing the algorithm, trying to figure out what are our users engaging with. Right now it's video. You gotta be on the cutting edge, you gotta be using video. Video plays are up 785% year over year and 134% quarter over quarter. And this is data as of mid-2014, yes. So the opportunity here is that you have to keep an eye on the Facebook algorithm changes and be able to adapt to the strategies, optimize the value, and reach your paid and your organic strategy. So when stuff like this happens, you have to be attuned to it and make adjustments in your marketing plan. You should be getting in front of the video camera. It's hard to do when you first start, and everybody hates it. And we start right out of the gates. I think in week 2, we start getting folks affected, and they absolutely hate it. But now, if you look at any of our clients that are connected with us, you'll see them in videos, whether it's selfie, whether they're produced, or whatever the case may be. So here's one example of one of our clients, Keisha, who's out in Maryland. This is a Spanish video, and we targeted Spanish users for this. This is from her business page, Keisha Santa Agency. I don't know if you can see this number here, but we're looking at 24,871 views on this single video of her in her office talking about auto insurance. And I don't know if you guys can read Spanish, but I think this says something along the lines of, have your rates gone up, you haven't heard from your agent, you're looking for something different, I don't know, something along those lines. I don't speak Spanish, I don't read Spanish, but it's something targeting auto insurance here. You can see 112 shares that people put, and every time someone shares a status, if I share your status, everybody on my friends list is going to see that status. So 112 shares and 623 likes.
I call that free advertising.
The numbers on this is she's paying 2 cents per view on this video with the targeting that she's using. It's only costing her 2 cents to get her message in front of people.
So we've got a couple. We've got a couple of different strategies. So this.
Who does she pay that 2 cents?
Facebook.
$500.
Yeah. So there's a couple of different strategies we have going on here. This is the business side, right? You can do this with.
She pays $500 for that?
Yeah, she spent $500 total, and on this particular ad, 24,800 views, and she generated 113 leads of people who clicked this link and filled out a form that said, yes, I want a quote for $500. Now, average that out. I don't know what that is cost per lead. I'm bad with numbers, but it's really cheap.
$3.50 cheap.
Exclusively. These aren't people who are out shopping for insurance either. These people didn't wake up and decide, I'm going to go look for insurance, like Quote Wizard, NetQuote, all those guys, all web leads. They're finding people who are in the market looking for cheap insurance. Cheap insurance Prescott, cheap insurance Phoenix, auto insurance Phoenix, Arizona, whatever. They're already looking, so they're shoppers. You don't want shoppers. You want to find people who aren't shoppers. You want to create the shopping trigger. She created the trigger. She said, hey, if this is you, click this link because I can help. And she put it in front of them. And for $3.50, she's got an exclusive lead that's not shopping for insurance, that didn't wake up and decide they were going to find an insurance agent that day, but the message spoke to them, so they decided, okay, I'm interested. Now it's just her and the other carrier. Her closing rate on this funnel is 38%.
And this was on the business side. We've got some case studies we're going to show you. You can do that on the organic side too. You've got agents generating leads from doing that on their personal page for $0, right? That's $0 on your personal page. So it goes both ways. So there's 2 different strategies there. You learn both and we teach both.
This is a graph here that just shows the unique organic impressions per fan page. What types of posts get the most engagement? And you can see here in the purple, this is video. That's where all the engagements come in on the business side. Same for the personal side too. We look at both. There's 2 different strategies that you should be using, your personal page and your business page. They each have different algorithms that they operate from, and you have a different strategy you should be using. But you can see that video is where you're getting all of your engagement. So if you want that business page to get active, you want people to start liking stuff, you want them to like your page, you want them to share your status, you want them to follow that page, you got to give them some engagement, give them something to follow. The farmer's postcard thing, I don't know, do you guys use that what is that that social media management,
Here's
Hearsay, you guys use that too?
Yeah.
The stuff that if they push it through for you, I know at Liberty Mutual, they'll give you the post and you just gotta hit the button. And that stuff's not engaging, that's boring, nobody wants to see that. Nobody's gonna comment, nobody's gonna look at it. You're gonna stay in the right side, it's gonna crush your edge rank. And Facebook is to say, everything this guy puts out is trash, so we're just gonna keep it in the right side. Nobody's gonna see it. So you wanna avoid it. The next best thing you can do is links and status updates, and then you've got photos. Photos, though, on the personal page happens to be where you get the second most engagement. So video first, then photos, and then just regular status updates with no photo attached to it. If you think of any celebrity that you might follow on social media, always, always, always post with a video or a photo. Always. You'll never see a celebrity just write a 1 or 2 liner sentence. Twitter, obviously, yes, but not on Facebook either. Anything for me?
Not
Pretty good.
Huh?
So let's pull up your examples here.
So we're gonna get into a few examples, but before we do, I wanted to ask you guys a couple of questions. How many of you do target real estate agents and mortgage bankers for new business production? Anybody have that as a part of their business plan? Okay. Is there any particular reason that only a few of you do?